Every YouTube growth video tells you the same things. Post consistently, nail your thumbnails, write better titles. And if you've been doing all of that for 6 months and your channel is still stuck at 300 subscribers, you've probably started to wonder if maybe the advice itself is broken. It's not broken, it's just incomplete. Because the things that actually get the algorithm to push a small channel aren't the surface level tactics, they're the things underneath. The things almost nobody talks about because they're harder to explain in a short video and they don't make for a good thumbnail. I'm Stickman Matt. I study faceless channel growth for a living, or at least for the amount of a living a stick figure can manage, and I've been running experiments, tracking data, and watching what actually separates the small channels that break through from the ones that plateau, for long enough to tell you that the conventional advice is getting a critical piece wrong. Here's what the algorithm actually responds to, and it's not what most people think. The first thing is topic authority, not posting frequency. Everyone tells you to post consistently, and yes, consistency matters, but what the algorithm is actually looking for is a clear signal that your channel owns a specific corner of a topic. When YouTube sees a channel that has 5 videos all tightly covering related angles on the same subject, it builds a content fingerprint for that channel. It starts to understand exactly who to show your videos to. When YouTube sees a channel that has 5 videos on 5 completely different subjects, it doesn't know where to put you. It shows you to a small test audience, gets confused results, and moves on. The move here is counterintuitive. Instead of trying to cover more ground to attract more viewers, go narrower. Make your first 20 videos so topically consistent that YouTube cannot possibly misunderstand what your channel is about. The breadth comes later, after the algorithm has you figured out. The second thing is what I call the search to browse pipeline. Most new creators are trying to go viral through browse feed distribution. They're building for the algorithm to push their videos onto the homepage of strangers. And while that does happen eventually, it's extremely hard to earn from zero. The smarter path for small channels is building through search first. Search viewers are hunting for something specific. They're high intent. They're more likely to watch your full video because they came looking for exactly what you're covering. And search watch time is the highest quality watch time signal you can feed to YouTube early in a channel's life. The practical application here is to use tools like VidAI to research what specific questions your audience is actually searching for and build your first 20 to 30 videos around those exact questions. Not broad topics, specific questions with specific answers. How to increase watch time on YouTube is a broad topic. Why is my YouTube watch time dropping and how do I fix it in 2025 is a specific question. One of those gets found, the other competes with 10,000 videos. The third thing almost nobody talks about is the click to watch ratio. Most creators obsess over CTR, which is how many people click on your video when they see the thumbnail. And CTR matters, but what matters more is whether the people who click actually watch. A 3% CTR where 60% of viewers stay past the 3-minute mark is far more valuable to the algorithm than a 6% CTR where 70% of viewers click off in the first 30 seconds. YouTube is not just rewarding clicks, it's rewarding clicks that lead to satisfied viewers. This means your thumbnail and title have one job: to attract the right person, not the most people. If your thumbnail is so curiosity bait that it attracts everyone but delivers for almost no one, you'll get clicks but terrible retention, and the algorithm will stop pushing the video within days. If your thumbnail is specific enough to only attract the exact viewer your content is made for, your retention will be high, and the algorithm will keep pushing the video for weeks. The fourth thing is building internal momentum before external reach. When you publish a video, YouTube tests it against a small sample audience first. The performance in that first test window, usually the first 24 to 48 hours, determines how broadly YouTube distributes it next. Most small creators publish and immediately share on every social platform trying to drive views, and if those views come from people who aren't interested in the topic, they'll click and leave quickly, which tells YouTube the video isn't resonating. The smarter move is to share your video only with your most engaged existing viewers in that first window. If you have a community post feature, use it. If you have a newsletter, send it there. If you have a Telegram group or Discord, drop it there. Get high quality, genuinely interested views first. Let that window perform well, then let YouTube start testing it more broadly. The fifth thing is the one that ties it all together: patience with the process and impatience with the learning. Most small channels plateau because they give up before the compounding kicks in, but they also plateau because they keep doing the same things without learning from what the data is telling them. YouTube Studio gives you a remarkable amount of information about what's working and what isn't. If you're not spending time every week looking at your top performing videos and asking why they worked, you're leaving the most valuable growth intelligence on the table. The algorithm isn't mysterious, it's just measuring things you haven't started measuring yet. Now, if you want to discover how I run faceless channels like this and make them into a full business, check out this video next to me, which is a full free course for doing it. I go over the new way of running faceless channels right now on YouTube. See you there. Which of these 5 things do you think is the biggest gap in the advice you've been following? Tell me in the comments. Genuinely curious where most people are stuck.